Peters Township Character Counts is proud to present the Spring 2021 Awards. Twice each year, Character Counts holds awards programs to recognize members of our community who are showing the ideals of respect, responsibility, and honesty. During a year that has been characterized by stress and isolation, these individuals made a difference in the lives of people in our community through their outstanding character. For each honoree, we will share the heartfelt nomination that was submitted to the committee. Congratulations to Mark Vickers. Here is the nomination from Greg Marquis. Mr. Vickers is the lead custodian at Pleasant Valley Elementary School. During his time at PV, he has consistently demonstrated a willingness to go above and beyond for our students and staff. A few years ago, he built a very detailed display stand for the original school bell that is now an historical focal point in our building. He built it on his own time and put in many hours to complete the project. This past winter, Mr. Vickers built a shelter for staff members to stand in during morning drop-off so they would be protected from the elements. Once again, Mr. Vickers used his own materials and put in his own time on the weekends and evenings to complete the project. In addition to all of this, Mr. Vickers comes to work each day with a positive attitude and a friendly demeanor. He is caring and kind to our students and is actively involved in school-wide events like Readathon and Polar Express Day. Mr. Vickers is attentive to the needs of our staff and helps make PV the special place that it is. Congratulations to Haley Wilson, Kaya Wilson, and Claire Gallagher. They were nominated by Mrs. Stephanie Ollie. Haley, Kaya, and Claire have done a fantastic job in helping to get the Pleasant Valley Kindness Club up and running. The girls welcomed students back from the holiday break with a lovely poster and balloons. Also, the girls helped to create our first Kindness Club project, where third graders created kindness jars for Pleasant Valley teachers and helpers. Haley, Kaya, and Claire are kind, thoughtful, hardworking, and helpful. I have loved working with all three girls this school year. Our next honoree is high school senior Maria Young, nominated by high school paraeducator Tanya Heilman. Character counts. When I think of the quality of character in a person, I think of the many qualities it actually takes before we might say this is a person whose character counts. In senior Maria Young, I see these pillars of character. Maria has undoubtedly shown her proactive nature by finding a way to attend Partners in PE this year. She flipped her schedule to fit so that she could join the class. By taking it upon herself to make sure she could participate, Maria is making a huge difference with all of the students who attend the class and are now benefiting from her positivity and presence. Kindness and Maria are synonymous. You cannot think of Maria without thinking of her kind ways. In class, on stage, and in the school hallways, Maria exudes kindness by being inclusive of all of her peers. She takes time to get to know the students and partners and asks them questions, making the extra effort to get to learn how to communicate with students who have communication deficits. Maria even goes the extra mile with others, truly working to become friends with the students even outside of the classroom. Exemplifying leadership in Partners in PE, Maria leads the class by modeling for new peers ways to engage with the students. Maria asks questions of me or the teacher regarding ways to become more involved in the class and ways to help the students participate more. These are just some of the attributes Maria displays and a few of the reasons why I feel she deserves the Character Counts Award. Our next honoree is third grader Keely Burnett, nominated by Stephanie Ollie. Keely is always showing such amazing kindness to everyone around her. I have had the pleasure of having Keely in friendship group this school year. Keely is patient, caring, and understanding to all of her peers. I have noticed that she is especially considerate to classmates that may need a helping hand. She is always smiling and willing to help in any way that she can. Keely is a role model for so many. I have loved getting to know her this year, and I am so very proud of her awesome character. She is a true PV hero. Our next nomination is from Tara Fee, who nominates her son's speech teacher, Nicole Scott. Mrs. Scott has done tremendous work for my son Joshua, even while he was unable to attend school in person. I recently watched a video of him from a year ago, and it was amazing to hear the difference in his speech, even though he hasn't been able to be around many people due to health concerns. She is patient, creative, and supportive, and he loves going to speech and doesn't feel any kind of stigma or embarrassment about it. I am very grateful to have had her working with him. Congratulations to McMurray Elementary teachers Rebecca Ribbrich and Michelle Hanna. They were nominated by Mrs. Carrie Nagel. Team Phoenix has been a dream team for my family. Coming into a new school after being home for so long was so scary and uncertain for many. Mrs. Ribbrich and Mrs. Hanna immediately brought their positive attitude and high energy to calm their students' nerves and make them enjoy being in the classroom again. They have shown respect along every step of the way and are always open and honest with the kids. They have stories that keep the kids entertained and laughing and do everything they can to make each day better than the day before. I am so happy that my son is lucky enough to be on Team Phoenix, making his 4th grade year happy and filled with good memories. We had a very stressful 3rd grade year and are thrilled to have him loving school. Mrs. Hanna and Mrs. Ribbrich make a great team and are a perfect fit for 4th grade. Thank you for all you do, especially during this most difficult year. Congratulations to Pleasant Valley teacher Kristen Spolter, who was nominated by Nadia Robusto. I believe that Mrs. Spolter has gone above and beyond the call of teaching during this year of COVID teaching. For example, she honors our family's needs during virtual school by sending out very detailed and organized notes to help our child excel during virtual learning. Not only does this show respect to me as a working parent, but it shows that she is taking her role of an educator very seriously. This is an arduous responsibility during COVID, without a doubt. She is so incredibly engaging online and in school that my son looks forward to learning both online and in person. She is very honest with us about how our child excels and where he needs growth, fostering responsibility, accountability, and initiative in his behaviors and in his growing mind. She also shows honesty through her connection with my son. You can't fake engaging with children, and you definitely can't fake loving your job. We feel so blessed that Mrs. Spolter was our son's teacher this year, and that she has truly made it the best year. Kristen Spolter gets my vote for showing up all year as an outstanding and wonderful teacher whom wholeheartedly deserves this Character Counts Award. Our next honoree is Mrs. Heather Burchin, who was nominated by her student, Caitlin Stoken. Being my hearing support teacher, Mrs. Burchin has shown me time and again respect that is not always seen in a teacher-student relationship. Whenever we work together, she always ensures that the lesson plans we work on always benefit myself and what I need for college. Additionally, we have worked on self-advocacy, as I have hearing loss, for situations in the workplace and in the real world too. She has said she will always be a phone call away to address any questions or concerns I have long after our working relationship is over. Mrs. Burchin always ensures that I feel comfortable with what we are working on and discussing. On top of this, she constantly listens to any complaints I may have or issues that I am dealing with and gives me honest feedback about how to deal with it. While most may agree with me just to calm my worries, she never fails to see both sides and helps me to understand what I may not see. If I am having problems in the classrooms with any teachers, she is always there to help me to see if I am getting the best education possible. Some may argue that it is her job to do all of these things. However, it is the extraordinary efforts that she goes to that make her a wonderful teacher and person. I have worked with other hearing support teachers in the past, and none of them have shown her diligence, support, honesty, and care that she has shown me in the past 6 years. I know that I am not the only one of her students who has felt her wonderful impact. Congratulations to high school seniors Erin Herpy and Morgan Matthews. They were nominated by teacher Nicole Sittler. Erin and Morgan have been without a doubt the two most positive and enthusiastic students that I've taught this year. All year they have come up with creative ideas for the PTHS showcase and motivated their peers in the midst of a very difficult pandemic. They've worked tirelessly to include their peers in posts and to celebrate their accomplishments in a positive way. They've spent hours creating graphics, videos, and their content for the showcase has gone above and beyond anything requested of them. They deserve to be recognized for their creativity, kindness, and promoting school spirit despite difficult circumstances. I am so unbelievably proud of both of them. Our next nominee is Mr. Glenn Girrell. He was nominated by Deanna and Andrew Gallagher. Glenn is my son's bus aide and has been for the last few years. Each morning as we go to get on the bus, Glenn greets us with his upbeat personality and smile. No matter what the day or what else is going on, we can count on Glenn to make the bus ride a positive and welcoming experience. Whether it's commenting on a new sweatshirt, fun socks, new music, sporting events, weekend plans, what's new with Disney, or what movies or TV shows are coming up, we know Glenn will pay attention, notice, remember, and find ways to interact and engage with those around him. It's obvious Glenn cares for the students he helps and takes the time to know them well. He clearly is invested in doing what he can do to make sure the students have a great experience to and from school. He makes us happy every time we see him, and I'm confident my son and the others that he helps on the bus are in great hands. Many days sharing what the bus conversation was about is a highlight of my son's school day. It is very obvious that Glenn makes the most of and enjoys his job interacting with the students. Glenn is an awesome example of what is good in the world, and he makes the world a better place. Peters Township School District is so lucky to have Glenn working for them, and our family is grateful to have Glenn as part of our son's school team. Congratulations to the Peters Township Year of Kindness Racial Equity Committee that is comprised of Minna Allison, Maggie Cameron, Sue Deegan, Stacy Jones, Jocelyn Lynch, Amy Petro, and April Ragland. This group has been nominated by Mrs. Lisa Anderson. The Peters Township Year of Kindness Committee pledged to promote and spread kindness throughout our community. In connection with that goal, they developed the Racial Equity Challenge, an online 21-day course to cultivate self-awareness and intentionality to affect social change. At a time when there is so much division in our country, these women use their precious personal time to make a difference and provide a means by which members of our community and beyond could learn more about how they could become more accepting of others, with a program that encourages introspection into knowing and unknowing ways we may not be as inclusive as we believe we are. Not only could this program make a difference when it was launched in January 2021, but because the website remains live, it can continue to reach people in the future.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Brian Schill, and I'm the Executive Director for the Peters Township Chamber of Commerce. Today we are presenting the Peters Township Chamber of Commerce 8th Annual Carol Foley Memorial Character Counts Award. Carol served this community for a quarter of a century in her role as the PT Chamber Director. She was my predecessor. She was well known and well loved, a true pillar of the community. So it makes perfect sense to remember her legacy by choosing those recipients who dedicate themselves to this entire community. This year is different. This year, we want to give our first group award. In fact, 3 groups. The 8th Annual Carol Foley Memorial Character Counts Award goes to our community healthcare workers, first responders, and our PT teachers, staff, and administration for their selfless efforts during the pandemic. We'd like to recognize their efforts and thank them for their support.
Please join us once again in congratulating all of our honorees. To learn more about character counts or to nominate someone you know for recognition, please visit our website.